Or in sixth grade, happy Friday. Welcome to test number 9 in math class already. Okay, I'm going to start with your power-up test and help work you through it. Remember, we're finding proportions here. You got two ways of doing it. One is just simply look straight across denominator, denominator, or numerator, numerator to see how we got there. So for the first one, I see I take 4 times 3 to get 12. So on the top, I take 3 times 3 to get 9. That's one way to do it for most of them. Some of those you're going to have to reduce before you do that. Your other choice is cross multiplication. So I could take 3 times 12, get 36, divided by 4, and get 9. So you can cross multiply to get that. Okay guys, the problem at the bottom reads this. 2 children want to build a triangular dog pen in a corner of their backyard for their dog. They have a total of 100 feet of fencing. So they stretch 55 feet of that fence diagonally across the corner of their yard. What can you predict about the rest of the fencing project? So here's the corner of their yard, guys. If it's a corner, then it's a right angle. And they took 55 feet of the 100 and put it there. So the first thing I'm going to do in my head is I'm going to say 100 minus 55 is they have 45 feet of fencing left. I'm going to pick two numbers that add up to 55. I'm going to take two numbers that add up to 45 because that's how much they have left. So if I was a sixth grader, I'd just pick the first two numbers that pop into my head. Now, from Greece, you know Pythagoras taught us the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this is a, guys. We usually say a is the smallest side, b is usually the second smallest side, and then c is the longest side. So what you're doing with this problem is you're taking 20 squared plus 25 squared. And you are going to see if it equals 55 squared. So do the math, do the math, do the math. Add those two answers together. If they equal each other, then you can say, what can you predict about the rest of the building project? It'll work perfect. If these two numbers don't equal each other, then you write down, it doesn't work. It won't fit. Okay? So that's what you're doing. So you got your math on how to do it. You want extra credit at the top, you write down Pythagoras or Pythagorean theorem. That's what we're using to solve this one. We're combining ancient history to it. Okay, extra credit, guys. Please take your time to get 3 right. Okay, onto your test, guys. There's a few things that I want to point out. Number 6 reads like this. Read the statement and answer the questions. 3/8 of those who rode the giant Euro at the fair were euphoric. All the rest were vertiginal. I don't even know what those words mean. It doesn't matter, guys. They gave you the numbers, you do the math. It says what fraction of those who rode the ride were V. I just didn't even try to pronounce it. I just used the first letter. Well, I know 3/8 were E, so give me the opposite of 3/8 to get the V, and then you just use your numerators of E to V to get letter B. Don't get hung up on what those words means. It really, really doesn't matter. Okay? Take your time, show your work, feel free to check your work. Guys, a lot of us are struggling with these math tests. 1, I think you're going too fast. 2, it's telling me that I don't know how much you're doing the work along with me to make sure you have an understanding. So use your yellow folder as a resource to help you get those answers. Best of luck on it.